Are you going to start, or is your strategy to bore them into agreement?
We are not here to agree, but to listen. And not just with our ears, but with our hearts. Let us practice active listening, using eye contact, not thinking about what you want to say next, until after the other person has finished speaking and you have understood what they said.
My parents taught me to be polite.
They just didn't teach you what that meant.
Gentlemen,
There are gentlemen here?
let us start with your views on immigration.
If they're here illegally, they should be kicked out fair and square.
Wait your turn.
Exactly.
That's ridiculous.
Wait.
Our economy would implode.
Sarah, please.
It's true.
Bob, I can understand how you feel. You feel displaced by others who have taken the resources and the jobs that before were yours.
See, I knew you'd see it my way. John's conservative.
Now, Phil, can you feel what Bob has said and echo it back to him in your own words?
Bob, you feel that immigrants are taking your jobs, even though we're all immigrants, squatting on the land of the Native American tribes.
Don't add judgment, Phil.
They're called Indians.
This is going swimmingly, John.
Let's all use feeling language. Phil, try to tell Bob how you feel, and Bob, try to listen without judgment.
I feel afraid that the wealthy are manipulating the government to impoverish and enslave the working class.
Now, Bob, did you feel what he said?
Yeah, feels like someone's making up some rich oligarch in order to excuse the liberals for making a new world order.
No, Bob, that's judgment. You didn't listen to what was said.
He never does.
Let's try a listening exercise, okay? Bob, I want you to mirror Phil. Phil, you can move your hands. Bob, please try. Now switch. Look in each other's eyes and follow peripherally. I want everyone to put their phones in the trust basket until we've accomplished something. Now, Phil, have you ever had a conservative thought?
No.
Some people grow up in different cultures, which prevents other people from understanding them. Bob, you grew up in Texas.
Damn right.
Do you feel misunderstood here in California?
All the time, John.
It's okay, Bob. You have a different culture that others don't understand.
Yeah, it's okay, Bob. You're an asshat, and non-asshats just don't understand.
Sarah, where'd you get that phone? When you respond to the other, use the terms I appreciate, I respect, and I agree. Never use the word but. Instead, use and.
Abortion is murder.
I appreciate your opinion, and I think it's overstated.
Good.
I appreciate your opinion, and I think you need to see the inside of an abortion clinic.
The superior fighter succeeds without violence.
I'm just talking.
Talk can be violent, Bob. We must be loving if we are to disarm the defenses of our neighbors' egos.
That'd be a lot of love.
Sarah is so good at finding where we don't agree, and I appreciate that. We need all unique perspectives to move forward together. Did you first have feelings that you might be a Republican?
Well, back when I was at UT Austin, experimented with liberalism.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, I almost joined the International Socialist Organization. When my dad found out, he was fit to be tied. He said, "Bob, capitalism put food on your plate. You think socialism's going to care for you?" And he took me down the street corner and he pointed at all the homeless people and he said, "You see these liberals? That's what happens if you join liberalism."
I feel you.
He said, "Your brother didn't lose his finger serving his country in communist waters just for you to become a turncoat." And I said, "But Dad, it's just a Carnival cruise and he only lost the tip." And then Dad said, "If he had capitalist doctors, he could have saved the whole finger." And I knew at that moment I would be a conservative for the rest of my life.
Oh my God. Is your brother George, Levi?
Yeah?
I was on that cruise.
No way.
Yeah, I was a singer on that cruise. I saw George lose his finger.
Tip.
I saw the poor servant class working overseas, risking life and limb just to make a buck. By contrast, the bourgeoisie 1% was living in luxury. None of them lost a limb when the tsunami hit.
Tsunami?
Sarah,
I knew from that moment on that I had to defend the little people, like George.
Little?
He is shorter than me.
He gave so much.
You don't have to be in the 1% to afford a Carnival cruise.
Sarah, that's not the point. Feelings were hurt.
Sounds like an act of God.
God didn't want my brother's finger lopped off.
Your brother should have had better care to save that finger.
And he shouldn't have been taken advantage of by the carnival elite upstairs.
I think the room just moved.
No, John, it's an earthquake.
Oh my God, it's happening again!
Don't worry, it'll be all right.
John, do something presidential!
Guys, wait, this is an opportunity for bonding.
We have a situation. Code red. Clear the work of terrorists, communists from Mexico.
Bob, you're paranoid!
That's what they told Reagan about Star Wars.
Give me the gun, Bob.
You're not taking my gun.
So, cell phones in the trust basket, but guns just...
Walrus is compromised. Move to secure location.
I think I finally have PTSD.
Ooh, free Carnival cruise.